Now, joining me next on the line is Eveanna Ryan, and Eveanna is the chair of the Galway Chamber, of the Tourism Department of the Galway Chamber of Commerce. Good evening, Eveanna, and you're very welcome to the tourism programme.
Thanks so much, Carmen. It's lovely to talk to you.
And it's good to talk to you as well. I've been speaking, since he went into Galway, I think I've been talking to Kenny Deary every time we needed anything to do with Galway Chamber. How is he?
He is great. He's in great form.
Working away.
He's working away. We're keeping him busy, as always.
Good, yeah. That's good. That's what he needs.
Absolutely. And Kenny has a passion for tourism as well, I suppose.
I know.
The beautiful island of Achill.
Yeah.
He understands how important tourism is.
Yeah, and having lived in Clifton and seen how much Clifton depends on it as well, I think that was really where, where he said he kind of found it. So he saw the need for development, for things that need to be done. I think that's why he's passionate as well,
Absolutely.
But Evan, we're back in force. 2022 is going to be the year where we all recover and, lift our heads and our faces and say, we're back to normal. But there's a huge problem in the tourism sector, and that is the vacancies, the recruitment of, as you said, there's 40,000 vacancies in the tourism sector across the country. How are we going to address it? You have some ideas.
I suppose I do have some ideas. It's been difficult over the last 2 years to offer any kind of security to anybody working in hospitality, but we're starting to see some positive shoots that, with that certainty that it doesn't look like we're going into any more lockdowns, that we can offer security to people. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think what we need to do with them is get the word out there that, hospitality, there's so many benefits to whether you build a full-time career in hospitality or you just spend some time while you're in college or, at the early point in your career working in hospitality. The transferable skills, the friends that you make, the networks that you make, you'll never work harder, but that in itself is a learning curve.
Well, that's true. That's a one way of putting it. You'll never work harder. I haven't heard anybody else admitting that. But
it's an industry that there's a lot of pace to it.
Oh, yeah, but it is so rewarding. You'd have to, from all aspects of it, But what you've called your campaign, Why Work West? Where did that title, I suppose it's self-explanatory. It's a good title. Who thought of it?
That came from the team in the chamber, and I think it was an idea that came to us when we realised that I think what most people realised over the last 2 years is trying to find balance and life balance. And I think what we can do here in the west of Ireland is offer that. Mm-hmm. So you have the urban centre of Galway, but within 40 minutes you're out in Connemara. You can be surfing, you can be having a pint outside a lovely pub. That we can, in the west of Ireland, offer a balance for people who want to work in hospitality.
And I think the good thing about Galway city and county is we have been listed and, highly placed in by so many different countries and award givers and everything as city and county, the most friendly, the most hospitable, the most, you name it, and Galway has won it, so which is probably a feather in our caps.
Absolutely, and the one thing with Galway is there's something going on 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
And so whether you work, over Friday, Saturdays and Sundays, it still means if you work in hospitality, you can have that flexibility. You can still have a night out. You can still go to college. And hospitality is very good for that.
So how will you promote this campaign to unemployed persons?
So I suppose it's really about offering, and one thing within hospitality is you can build a career in it. I won't say very easily. You have to, like hard work and be really open to working in teams. But I myself, didn't come from a formal education background in hospitality. It found me.
Yeah.
And I love it. I work for the Connacht Hospitality Group, and we have 3 hotels, 3 bars and a golf course in Galway City. And I have my dream job because of hospitality.
I know.
And I think anybody who's wondering what to do with their life or what kind of career to go into, who wants to work while they're learning, I think hospitality is definitely an option.
And isn't it a good time as well for people who are looking to change careers? I mean, lots of people at 18 and 19 decide, what they think they want to be, but find out later that they'd like a change. Is the hospitality industry a good place to go looking for a change?
It absolutely is. You can upskill in hospitality at any age in your life. Mm-hmm. GMIT offer amazing courses if you want to get formal degrees in hospitality whilst also working. I think a lot of us, me included, at 18 didn't know what I wanted to be.
No.
And I found hospitality at 27 years of age and have been able to build a career in it.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, but at 27, you were more mature and realised then, that was what you want. But we're talking about students, students in part-time roles. I mean, lots and lots of people depend on part-time employment and that as students. How will you engage with them with this Why Work West campaign?
I suppose with the guys in the chamber, with the support of the city council, and some really good media teams are working together to do a digital campaign. So we've created these excellent videos highlighting the messaging and using real people to tell the story of why they work in hospitality and how it works for them in their lives.
Yeah.
So we are going to be launching those next week. And we're hoping that everybody will engage, like and share. And if we can just get a fraction of the student community in Galway to decide that hospitality is an option for them, albeit that it mightn't be a full-time career, but it can be something where they learn transferable skills, they build networks and friend groups, they have the flexibility they need to balance college, social life and working. Or as I said, if somebody's looking for a complete career change and is looking to grow and build a career in something, hospitality is definitely an option.
Now, a couple of weeks ago I spoke to Councillor Joe Sheridan, who is also a publican, but he is the chair of the County Galway Vintners Association. And his line on the staff shortage was, he said, the shortage of staff will stymie pubs. Will it stymie all the other industries as well? Or do you hope that this will be the cure for a lot of the problems that pubs as well all the other industries are experiencing? Do you hope to get, sort of a return to work or, more people involved in tourism through this campaign, Why Work West?
We do, and I suppose it's the natural change that there's a little bit more security out there, that it's not going to be a stop-start industry like it has been for the last 2 years.
I know.
We're really hoping if we can, resonate this message with, the students and young people of Galway, that it will help the whole county. And I think as we all well know, without tourism, the small towns in Connemara, East Galway are built on hospitality, as well as Galway City.
And the hospitality, what a lot of people don't realise, I think hospitality is a head on a bed, but it's not. It's a lot more than that. It's the whole industry, yeah.
There's some of the biggest companies in Galway have come to Galway because of their experience and visiting here.
Yeah.
And the hospitality that they got, and it ended up being that they wanted to bring their companies here and build industry, which is something that's not to be taken lightly. And
the workforce that they see is available. I mean, the educated workforce, I suppose, for the companies as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was something during the week that I think is a bit disturbing. Now, I'm not really au fait with the whole ins and outs of it, but it was the new cycleway that was planned for Salt Hill, and that was overturned yesterday. What's your feeling on that in Chamber?
I think in Chamber it's something we were excited for. We were really hopeful for it. I suppose we're disappointed, the way it has gone. But I think if everybody in Galway can learn to work together for the greater good and find some common ground, I think we can achieve anything.
Good. The other question, Cant Station, the development we've been hearing for years about. We know how the harbour has been developed and it's fantastic, but on from that, the station and the huge development that's planned and has been shown for years, we've been seeing it. Is that still on, or is there any, the place there doesn't look the best?
It is, I suppose, it's in construction phase at the moment, with Bonham Keep in the first phase. That is, coming together, in my opinion, a beautiful building that really complements the skyscape.
Are they working on it, are they?
They're working on it at the moment. I think there's a couple of companies hoping to be in at some stage this year.
Oh,
I think it will bring life to that side of the city. It's very sustainable. And, the building itself, as I said, complements the skyline. So I think the more we can bring life to that side of the city, I think it will only, again, put Galway on the main stage for inward investment and larger industry.
Great. My last question to you, Eveanna, and I apologise in advance, but all these things come to mind as I'm talking. The tourist office is gone because it was turned into a COVID test centre. Will that be back, or is it open somewhere else, or what's the future for?
Absolutely, to my knowledge, the tourist office has been moved to the City Museum.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is a great location for it down the Spanish Arch.
Yeah, it's true.
And to my knowledge, that's where it's been replaced. And I think the area that it was currently is been developed into an artisan food hall called Wild. So there's a lot of work going on around that side of the city. And I think companies around Galway haven't been, particularly hospitality businesses, haven't been sitting on their hands for the last 2 years. They've been planning, preparing, and I think we're going to see the addition of the Dean to Galway City, this development on Foster Street, and then the inclusion of Bonham Quay. I think it's going to really lift that side of the city.
And the twinning of Galway with France, which is the latest, what Fort Ireland told us last week, it'd be a great boost as well, because French people love Galway. And
Connemara in particular,
they love Connemara, yeah. And you can see it in the bookings already, that that they're kind of delighted to be back, to be able to come back and whatever, Evan, it's been lovely talking to you. Thank you so much indeed for answering all the questions. Long may good luck with your campaign, and hopefully you'll be able to fulfil some of the vacancies that the people are, the staff shortage that's really crippling some of the people in businesses who are saying that they may have to do shorter hours or close. We hope that won't be the case, and we hope that your campaign will help alleviate all that struggle. In the meantime, thank you so much indeed for joining me on the tourism programme on Connemara Community Radio.
Thank you so much, Carmel. We'll talk to you soon.
Very welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.